There are dream stealers out there that do not want you to succeed. When you have that vision, when you set that intention to do something different, to do something better for yourself, whether it's increase your health, your vitality, change your job, get a new relationship, whatever that different thing is, right? This is a new vibration. This is what we call a higher vibration than what you were experiencing before. Now, the people in your life that were at that lower vibration, doesn't matter what their title is, whether it be friend, foe, relationship, right? Significant other, mommy, daddy, sister, brother, uncle, it does not matter. We're talking about energy, all right? Now you are experiencing a shift in consciousness and you're accelerating your energy and you're experiencing now what we would call higher consciousness and you're manifesting your vision right here into this new earth, into this fifth dimensional energy. And it's beautiful. And guess what? You're a threat to those that are in 3D. You're a threat to those that are in their little personal bubble, living in fear, afraid of doing exactly what you're doing. Therefore, they put pressure on you to stop doing what you're doing so you can lower your vibration to make them more comfortable. That's it. They are afraid of your success. Because when you succeed, it triggers their life and they're not succeeding in their own life. Therefore, you now have a problem in their perspective, right? Now, this is the true unconditional love test right here. This is where the fifth dimension is happening in time itself and all of it merges together. You see? That moment right there, you are tested. Do you love this person? Do you continue to judge them? Or do you actually go for that thing that your heart set fire to in the first place, right? No matter, again, what their title is, how hard it might be, how many years you've invested the relationship into them, are you truly ready for what it takes to ascend and upgrade to that next level? You see, it's never what it looks like on the surface. We want it to be beautiful. Our ego, our lower self wants it to be beautiful. We want to manifest all of this beauty and for it to be unicorns, rainbows, and butterflies everywhere. And great, that sounds really good on paper. Have you experienced that? Is that what your life looks like 100% of the time? Because if it does, call me because I want to know what you're doing. A lot of this, for the majority, is dark, uncomfortable, fearful, right? Anxiety, depression, tears, overwhelming emotions, addictions, traumas, you name it, right? And this is where it gets deep. This is where we have to start expanding our consciousness and shining light on those aspects of our life, pulling those skeletons out of our closet, purifying the energy, and loving unconditionally, no matter what your trauma is, no matter what addiction you had or have, no matter what you thought you were before. All we do is see the light. It's like hear no evil, see no evil, feel no evil, right? You have to go into the flame itself and perceive yourself as water, untouchable. The infinite, immortal spirit within you cannot be killed. That's if you believe you even have a spirit. If you believe you're just a meat suit, then of course you're only going to experience the meat suit, and then here we are. It always comes back down to free will. So now is your chance to go for it. Yes, the dream stealers are coming. Yes, they are going to manifest into your life. I guarantee it. As soon as you have that vision, this dream stealer will come in and tell you you are not worthy of it, or you can't do it, or that's too much, or that's too expensive, or this or that. Again, they are uncomfortable with your energy and they are pulling you down to their level simply to make themselves comfortable. Remember, this is subconscious. That person is not aware of this. This is a subconscious act that plays out through the energy exchange that you're happening to experience right there in that divine moment. And guess what? Your higher self brought you to them so you could overcome it, so you could wake up, so you could get to the next level, so you could finally have that thing that your heart truly wants and stop listening to the mind and get so logical about life, because you are not this body. You are not your thoughts. You are so much more than that. And all of this divine energy, all of these angels, all of these guides, all of these ascended masters want you to succeed. They are watching, listening 24/7. They want the best outcome for the highest good of all. And here we are in our meat suit, clinging and clenching and hanging on. No, don't make me go through the flame. Don't make me do it. Don't make me do it, please. And going through these trials and tribulations and these experiences only create upgrades. And as soon as we start embracing all of that and get in tune with that uncomfortability, we finally start to blossom like that beautiful flower right during springtime. And ask yourself that question. Why is it springtime? Why is that flower not blooming during winter? Why does that flower, in fact, die and go dormant, right? And the root system underneath is the only thing that is alive during the winter until the sun, the light itself, hits it and flourishes into a green, beautiful stalk and finally blossoms a bud to produce the most beautiful, gorgeous, colorful flower and vibrant energy that you've ever seen. Are you the flower? Are you the petal? Are you the stem? Are you the root? No, you're all of it. You're not one thing. You can't just limit yourself like that. You can't put yourself in that reductionist mentality and expect that it's all just one thing. You're all the things. You're multidimensional. You are tapped into the ascended masters and the guides, and they are a part of you, just like the stars and the earth and every rose and every single leaf that blows on this entire planet. The minute you think you're separate from that, we've lost the magic. And we are now in what we would call a lower vibration, resisting the magic of life, resisting the Yeshua, the Christ consciousness, the Krishna consciousness, right? This is not any new age teaching. This is the real download and experience through my own trials and tribulations of life. And I would love for you to seek this in for yourself. Tap into your higher self. Tap into your particular lineage. You don't have to do what I do. I don't even want you to listen to me. I want you to listen to your higher self and be guided by that light, that presence, that energy, that thing that makes you feel alive. Your desire system. Live out your heart's greatest desire. I'm just happy here to connect with all of you and understand the fact that you just clicking on this video, you just listening to this podcast means that you are into this. You know you want more. You know what we've been doing as a consciousness in this old experiment that just we're playing along with this industrial evolution and churning through jobs and getting churned through this machine, the mortgages and debt and all that. You know that's not serving to the most fulfilling part of your being. You know you want more. The question is, what are you doing about it? What is that thing that is going to propel you to keep going and keep manifesting and getting out of bed in the morning and having a green smoothie or just something healthy instead of going into that addiction into your life over and over and over again? And no judgment to anybody with addiction. We all have addictions. We all have traumas. We all need love. We all incarnated right here in human form to experience all of those things so we can finally finish this samsara, figure it out for the highest good of all, right? And start living as that soul, living as that infinite being that you truly are, instead of getting caught in the meat suit over and over again and getting frustrated that you aren't good enough. Well, guess what? You are good enough. You are worthy. You are abundant. You just have to believe it. You can only lead the horse to water, right? The horse has to drink. No one can force anybody. All of this has to come from within. That's why unconditional love is the hardest thing to practice. That's why spirituality, higher consciousness, all of these techniques, all of these manifestations are the most difficult thing to practice right now in these extremely dark times that we are living in. Doesn't matter whether you want to get into the control, the matrix, who's doing what, reptilians or energy or this or that. This is the most difficult time to have a spiritual practice because society doesn't want you to be spiritual. Society doesn't want you to be uplifted. They're profiting from your addiction. They're profiting from your shopping or your constant swiping and the infinite scroll on Instagram or whatever TikTok or whatever thing that you're into right now. You see, there's always going to be something next to grab a hold of you and pull your energy down. And I'm not blaming any of this because now we can use it as a vehicle. Obviously, you made it here. Obviously, I use TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, podcasts. Obviously, I do this to uplift the consciousness and insert some positivity into this dark, cold world. The energy is unreal right now. All you have to do is tap into it. Keep going on your journey. Yes, it's difficult. Yes, there are beings and energies blocking your spiritual path. But guess what? You're into trust, faith, resilience, right? That's what you're building. You're trusting more. You're building more faith. You're getting into the resilience energy that is required in this new earth. And it's not for everybody. It's not. I only want to condone and graduate, right, to the people that actually understand this, because everybody else is honestly just going to judge you and tell you that you're not good enough or that you shouldn't do it, right? And that is the moment. That is the test, right? The people that want to steal your dreams and steal your energy, that is the test. Do you have what it takes to love them too? You see? Not about separation. I'm not saying the dream stealers are people that you should avoid or people that are going to steal your energy and you should just live a spiritual life somewhere else and isolate. No, you have to love them too. You see, that's the new thing. That's the different thing that all of us have to do right now, instead of getting into the old past and old duality consciousness and the 3D and all of that old paradigm stuff. You see, it's time to wake up. Until next time, guys, infinite love, infinite peace. I love each and every one of you. I'm out.